Hi everyone, welcome to Vlogmas Day 16. Today's video is going to be super casual, super laid back. I am going to do a little bit of a life update, a chatty, get ready with me. I'm heading to the gym, so it's going to just be a handful of makeup products, a pretty simple makeup look, but I thought I could update you guys on, how the job hunt is going, my perimenopause stuff. I'm out of breath because I just let the dogs out and my place is all stairs, so I was up and down the stairs. Okay, anyways, before we get into the video, let's open our e.l.f. Advent Day 16. Ooh, it's kind of a big one. What the heck? Oh, I think they're like stickers for your face. Yeah, they're like little decals. Well, those are kind of cute. As somebody who doesn't go to, music festivals or anything like that, I'm not sure I'm gonna get much use out of those, but very cute. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the Merit Great Skin to start here. I just love how hydrated this makes my skin look. I do usually just use 1 pump. If my skin is pretty dry, I'll use 2, but I am really loving that product. Okay, so let's start with the gym because I am going to the gym pretty regular, you guys. I'm actually incredibly proud of myself. We've been living here in Cochrane now for 4 months, I think. Is that right? When did I move here? What is time? Who can remember? I think I moved here in July. August, September, October, November, December. Oh, I think we're heading into 5 months living here now. I'm really loving the small town. I'm really loving the pace of things here. I don't really miss much with the city, but then we're only kind of 20 minutes from the outskirts of the city, so it's fine. If I need anything, honestly, I usually go into the city once a week for stuff anyway. But yeah, no, really love living here, and I love the community center here. Like, I am a little obsessed. I think people who know me are tired of hearing me talk about it, to be honest, because it's such an amazing facility. I want to say I pay $50 a month, which I don't feel like is bad. It's got pools, it's got like the gym, it's got unlimited classes that you can take every day. I don't even know how many classes they offer, all sorts of things. And I absolutely love it, but I have been going to the gym kind of 3 or 4 days a week. And I'm very proud of myself for that. If you're someone who goes to the gym regularly and you have for a long time, you probably are like, it's no big deal. It is a big deal for me. It's a very big deal for me to go to the gym and be working out. And the reason I'm going to the gym is I'm trying to do everything I can in this perimenopause journey. This is just the Merit Foundation stick, of just to try to feel better. Like that's my goal, right? I just want to feel healthy and strong and, get through this a little bit better than kind of how it started for me. Because I feel like I was just sort of dumped into menopause, really. Like I did have a couple of years where I had some perimenopause issues, but they were mild, and then just all of a sudden, if you haven't watched my other perimenopause videos, my ovaries just shut down, like just went from 100 to 0. And I just sort of collapsed into this menopause, and has been a really hard year. But I do, so anyway, that's why I'm going to the gym. I'm trying to just give my body and myself the best chance I can at aging well. I want to stay strong. I don't want to, I've noticed in the last year, I've noticed the muscle and tone I've lost. Like, my body looks completely different than it did a year ago. And so I'm going to the gym because I want to be strong. I want to age well. I want to stay healthy. And, at 48, I feel like I was older than I should have been. And I know a lot of that is just because I had no hormones. Like my hormones, again, went from 100 to 0. So that was really hard on my body. It was hard on everything, but it was hard on my body. So anyways, I'm super proud of myself for going to the gym. And again, I'm doing that 3 to 4 times a week. I typically do about 20 minutes of cardio. I either do like an incline walk, or I do a bike, or I do the elliptical. Oh man, that elliptical, that thing, it's brutal. If I do the walk or the bike, my heart rate stays at like, I don't know, 130. If I do that elliptical, even if I'm not, you know, even if I'm trying to do it kind of slow, it's like 165 is my heart rate. That thing just kicks my butt. Anyways, I always feel better after I go to the gym. So I'm really trying right now to prioritize the gym. I want to make sure that I get there every week. And again, I've been consistent for months now and I feel better. So I do the cardio for about 20 minutes and then I do probably a half hour of weights. I do the machines. They have like this little machine circuit and I do that. And then I do some stretching, maybe 10 minutes of stretching. So I try not to make it this great big thing. Some days I go, all I do is the treadmill. Some days I go and I just do arms. Some days I just do legs. It depends, right? I do what I can, but I try to make sure to go. So, and that's been working for me, is not to put a whole bunch of pressure on myself to do this massive 2-hour workout. I just try to go. I have gone and done some classes, but most of the classes are like earlier in the morning. And so I tend really not to get to them because I, you know, by the time, especially for the month of December, because I've been doing Vlogmas, by the time I get to the gym, it's usually around noon. You know, I try to get up and film and do my other things around the house, and then I go to the gym. And so, yeah, it's usually around noon, 1, 2, somewhere in there. And they don't really have classes in the afternoon, but I have done classes and I love them. I am a little worried once I start working because I am on the lookout for a job that is not going to be as consistent for me because, you know, I only have so much energy in the day. And people who work full time and get to the gym, oh my goodness, you're amazing. Like, that's commitment. Because I tell you, at the end of the workday, I don't know if I have it in me to go to the gym. I mean, I hope I do, and we'll see. I do try to get up every day and put some makeup on too, because it just makes me feel more accomplished in my day and more put together. I'm gonna go in now with the Il Maquillage concealer. I have talked about this one quite a bit. I really love it. Just a pretty simple makeup look. So yeah, the gym has been, I think, really good for me. I am also taking supplements. I'm taking an omega-3 fish oil. I'm taking a vitamin D, and I'm taking a magnesium. Now, I follow Dr. Mary Claire Haver on everywhere. I follow her everywhere. But anyways, she recommends some sort of fish oil, an omega-3, and a vitamin D. She also recommends fiber. So I've made changes to my diet where I'm trying to increase my fiber, but that's hard because it just makes me gassy and uncomfortable. I did buy a fiber supplement, but again, just makes me gassy and uncomfortable. So I don't know. I don't know that that's the answer. So I'm trying to eat lots of green vegetables. Anyway, she's a gynecologist obstetrician and she kind of specializes in perimenopause stuff. So I'm taking those 2 supplements because she recommends them. And then I watch a few other obstetrician gynecologists online, and I've seen quite a few of them talk about how we're probably all deficient in magnesium. So I've added in those 3 supplements. And do your own research, of course. Don't at all take my word for it. This is what I'm doing. I'm on this bit of a journey to try to feel better during perimenopause. I am under the care of an obstetrician gynecologist as well, but she didn't recommend supplements to me. She didn't recommend dietary changes to me. I'm just trying to eat more protein and less everything else. I'm trying to really focus on increasing my protein, which is hard for me because I, just really want to eat carbs. And I'm trying to increase my fiber. And so I don't track every day, but I do, I do track a little bit here and there just to kind of see where I'm at. And I'm always low. Like I'm always half the protein I should be, even on days when I try to really focus on it. And I'm probably a quarter of the fiber that's recommended. So there's a little equation that I did, and I'm supposed to be eating like 100 grams of protein a day. I get nowhere near that. And I'm supposed to be eating, or not supposed to be eating, but Dr. Mary Claire Haver recommends, I think is it 25 or 28 grams of fiber a day? Must be 25. Yeah, if I get 8. Like honestly, it's so hard without a fiber supplement. I'm adding kale to smoothies. I'm adding flaxseed. Even when I add in that fiber supplement, I'm still nowhere near where I should be. But I did recently, well, not recently actually, I think I'm on month 3 of being on I think it's called the Lola. It's a birth control pill, and that was what my gynecologist had recommended. that I go in with. I'm gonna go in with some blush. I'm not gonna do bronzer or anything, just a bit of cream blush to add some color to my face here. She had recommended that for me to try, and I do feel better on the pill than I did. I haven't had a hot flash since I started taking the pill, which is lovely. The hot flashes were not my biggest complaint, but it is nice that they're gone. Like, I'm not gonna lie. You know, hot flashes are no fun. So I do feel better. Mentally, I also feel better. Having said that, I still some days have hard days. Not all days are good days. Some days I'm anxious and sad. Some days I'm angry. Although I will say on the pill, the anger has been a lot less. I'm not as angry as I was. And even my husband has commented that my moods are better. Like, he said I just seem happier, and I do feel happier than I did. I don't think I'm 100% for sure, but I'm way better than I was when I wasn't on it. And so I kind of hope it's a combination, right? Like, I know the pill made an instant difference, because I did feel pretty much instantly better. I did initially, when I go on it, I had a whole day where I cried, you guys. Like, I think it was a Sunday. I like just so sad. I was so sad, and I just cried. I cried all day. I cried all night, and my husband just kind of held me. Let's put a little bit of this on my lips too, because my lips are feeling pretty dry. But I am feeling better on the pill. Again, not 100%. You know, on a better path than I felt like I was. I'm hoping that all these things help, right? I'm hoping getting some exercise, improving my diet, taking some supplements, being on the pill, so I'm getting some hormones. You know, hopefully all of that kind of helps, you know, and hopefully we're on the right path. I did want to go on HRT. However, it just wasn't a good fit for kind of my circumstances, is what the gynecologist said to me. She said I could if I wanted to, but it wouldn't be her recommendation. And, you know, I feel like I needed to sort of trust in all of her experience and education and knowledge. And, you know, in my head, I was thinking HRT, but when she said that's not what she would do for herself or recommend for me, but, you know, she was absolutely happy to do whatever I wanted. But, you know, I wanted to trust in, again, probably the 10 or 12 years of schooling she has and all of the years of experience dealing with menopausal women she has. It is my body and all that, but, you know, for sure she's got more knowledge than me. So she thought the pill would be better, and so that's what I did. And again, I'm not sure this is my landing spot. I'm not sure this is the permanent solution, but it did give me some pretty immediate relief. This is the e.l.f. Wow Brow. I can't ever remember if it's Wow Brow or Brow Wow. So I have applied for a few jobs, and I haven't heard anything yet. I did up my resume for the first time in my adult life, and I went on Indeed and I looked for some jobs. I am trying to find a job that's maybe outside of dental. I've done something in the dental field for the last 13 years, 14 years. So I would like to do something different, but I think it's hard to change the industry that you have experience and training in, right? So I've applied for a few jobs that I thought might be a good fit, and they've all been outside of the dental field. I've applied, I think, for 4 or 5 jobs in the last couple of weeks. I haven't heard back from anybody, and I am trying to apply for stuff pretty local to me, so there aren't a ton of jobs. It's a pretty small little community. I'm not equipped for all the job postings. Like, there's, you know, jobs for plumbers and electricians and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to apply for the jobs that are pretty close by and local, that I think would be interesting, and, you know, that maybe I could contribute something to. But again, I'm trying to apply for jobs outside my experience and training. And so I haven't heard back from anybody, but, you know, hopefully, fingers crossed, it'd be nice to have something kind of lined up for the new year. Even if it was just, you know, part-time or casual, I would be happy with that. Get out of the house a little bit, have a little bit of income coming in, have a little bit of structure to some of my days. That would be really lovely. There are lots of dental jobs out there, and of course I do have my license and I do have my training and I do have lots of experience in that. So I have no doubt if I wanted to get something more immediate, I could go get a dental job. But again, I would really like to maybe do something outside that field. So if I don't have anything, you know, in the new year, I probably will start applying for some dental stuff. Let's see what else to update you guys on. Our house is under construction. They dug the hole for the foundation. They've poured the concrete. It's all there. They just have to now, I guess, probably frame. I don't really know. I don't build houses, but I think framing is the next steps for us. But it's very exciting. We've picked everything. Everything is just ready to go. All they have to do now is build it, and probably will be another 8-9 months for sure. Like we're kind of looking at end of next summer to be in this new house, but it's very exciting. You know, this is a tiny little space that we're in, and so it'll be nice to have a bit more room and a yard, although the yard will probably be another year after we move in, because where we live, you have to give the ground a year before you can put in like a fence and grass and your deck and all that, because the ground freezes here, right? And so they recommend that you give it all the seasons to move through for the ground to settle, and then do your yard. So it'll be a while before we have a yard and all that. Oh, you know what? Thank you to everybody. I did a video, we celebrated our Christmas last weekend as a family, and so many of you sent just well wishes and kind words, and thank you so much for that. That was so lovely. We had a fantastic day. It was so nice for all of us to get together and spend the day together. As the boys get older, it gets harder. You know, Jake has his own family now. Tyler is always on the go. That kid is always so busy. So that we could all get together for a full day. Tyler lives with us, but Jacob and Randy and baby Ren came over in the morning. They had matching pajamas on. It was so cute. Yeah, and so we unwrapped our gifts together, and we had our Christmas ham, and we had breakfast. We did all that. And then Jake and Randy left and went back to their house and, had a nap with the baby and all that. And then they came back in the evening, and we had a beautiful dinner and just visit and laughs and spent time with the baby, and it was great. It was amazing, and it was a lovely day, and I'm very thankful that we could all get together. Tonight, I'm going out for dinner with Tyler. It's his birthday on Sunday, but he has birthday plans on Saturday and Sunday. So today is the day where our birthday tradition is always that they pick the restaurant they want to go to, and we go out for a big family dinner wherever they want to go. But this year it was so up in the air because Tyler has been out of town visiting family. And so he wasn't sure when he was going to be home, so he decided yesterday that he would come home today and that we could do a dinner today. But Jake and Randy are not available because they are heading out of town. And the restaurant he wanted to go to is this fancy Japanese restaurant in the city downtown. And of course, it's the holiday season. And so I could only get a reservation for 2. And so it's just me and Tyler. It's just me and Tyler going out for dinner tonight. So I'm gonna go to the gym and then come home, get cleaned up and get ready to go. And we have dinner reservations in the city. And so it'll just be him and I for his birthday, which is fine. That's fine. A little bit of an update for you guys and a really quick little get ready with me. I'm off to the gym. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everyone.